Afcon 2027, the 11 billion Kenya shilling funding headache threatening to derail Kenya's preparations. And here we go again. When it comes to Afcon 2027, our preparations, our issues, and it is quite a headache. We just hope that at one point everything goes smoothly, but this is the article that we're looking at, courtesy of Pulse Sports. So let's go. Kenya is facing a massive funding shortfall that could delay the country's preparations for the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. Kenya needs an additional 11.02 billion Kenya shillings to complete the stadiums required for the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON, raising fresh concerns about the nation's readiness to co-host the prestigious tournament. The significant funding deficit was revealed during a National Assembly Committee on Sports and Culture session where Sports Principal Secretary Elijah Mwangi presented the budget estimates for the State Department for Sports. Mwangi informed the committee that the total cost for the designated AFCON stadium projects is 15.11 billion Kenya shillings. However, only 3.74 billion Kenya shillings has been paid so far, creating a substantial financial gap that threatens to derail construction timelines. The Principal Secretary warned that without further support from the National Treasury, Kenya could face significant delays in delivering the necessary infrastructure for the continental showpiece. He explained that the Sports, Arts and Social Development Fund (SASDF), a key source of funding, is already overcommitted. Despite an approved budget of 18.38 billion Kenya shillings for the current fiscal year, the fund is stretched thin by various obligations. Financial commitments straining budget. The financial commitments of SASDF include annual loan repayments for Talanta Sports City of 6.29 billion Kenya shillings, participation and hosting of sport events at 6 billion Kenya shillings, escrow account deposits of 1.57 billion Kenya shillings, standby letters of credit of 1.57 billion Kenya shillings, establishment of constituency sports academies at 2.1 billion Kenya shillings, and upgrade of community sports grounds at 1.4 billion Kenya shillings, Mwangi stated as quoted by People Daily. Given these competing obligations, SASDF is constrained to meet the financing requirements for critical AFCON 2027 projects. Echoing these concerns, Sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya told lawmakers that the National Treasury must intervene to cover the shortfall. He emphasized that Kenya's commitment to hosting AFCON brings urgent infrastructure demands that cannot be ignored. We have a lot to prepare, especially in infrastructure, Mvurya said. The key venue, Raila Odinga, which is Talanta Stadium, is at 91% completion, but there is still a lot required in terms of auxiliary activities related to operationalization, including a power substation estimated to cost around 937 million Kenya shillings. Kenya's AFCON 2027 venues confirmed. The revelation sparked alarm among committee members who questioned the country's ability to be ready in time. Yatta MP Robert Basil highlighted the slow progress at Kipchoge Keino Stadium, which was previously slated as a host venue. We make reference to Kipchoge Keino Stadium, which is at 18% completion and had been earmarked as one of the fields to be used during the games, Basil noted. In response, Mwangi clarified that the government has since revised its hosting plan, dropping Kipchoge Keino Stadium from the final list. He confirmed that Talanta and Kasarani stadiums in Nairobi will be the primary match venues. Nyayo National Stadium and Ulinzi Sports Complex are designated as training grounds. Kenya is co-hosting the 2027 AFCON with Uganda and Tanzania under the joint Pamoja bid, which was selected by Confederation of African Football, CAF, in 2023. This will be the first time the tournament is held in East Africa since 1976. So having known from 2023 that Kenya will be co-hosting the AFCON 2027, the question is, why is Kenya behind its preparations for this event? Drop your comments. But that aside, thank you so much for watching until the end. Do make sure to check out our other social media platforms at Elfubila Football. Do like this video and remember to subscribe to Kenya's biggest football channel. For more on our Kenyan national football teams, do make sure to click the playlist. And as always, support Kenyan football. We out.